partnering with our event for the next 3 years on Manly Beach. And our athletes and organisation would also like to thank the Australian Institute of Sport and the Australian Sports Commission for your assistance and support across our entire sport. Also some other partners that we would like to give a big shout out to tonight. Westpac Bank. If you're not with Westpac Bank, make the switch today. Western Imaging, Sydney's only upright MRI. Visit westernimaging.com.au for all your radiology needs. Also big shout out to Thai Airways. Going on a holiday, make sure you fly with our event partners, Thai Airways. They have some great deals on now. Visit your local Hello World store to make your booking today. Thank you to Sales Restaurant. If you're looking for a special place to dine out, visit Sales Restaurant at Lavender Bay for breathtaking views of the harbour and 5-star food.
All the action out here, folks. Fletcher's in the house. What a great way to start the night now. The young man does have some of his music here with him, so feel free to come and say hello, get something signed, support homegrown Aussie music. Congratulations, Fletcher. He's going to be back for another set after this game as well, so we'll throw straight back down to him. But if you want to come and say g'day to Fletcher, support Aussie music. A big thank you to them, to him. We're just about set to go, ladies and gentlemen, of course. Check out all of our friends, get to volleyfest.com.au, bendonlingerie.com, all of our wonderful friends in pink, all of our fantastic volunteers and crew with the bendonlingerie.com gear on. Make sure you get to bendonlingerie.com, that's what you need. Our wonderful supporters and friends of beach volleyball. Counting down till game time, ladies and gentlemen, come and get yourself courtside, the best seats in the house. Fletcher will return very shortly. Fresh off his victory, his fantastic performance. Australia's got talent, beach volleyball's got talent, and it's all here for you. Welcome down here to Volleyfest 2016, the Asian Beach Volleyball Championships. The best Australian talent, our green and gold Hello World Volleyroos. Down here competing against the best in Asia, who will be crowned champions on Monday. Make sure you're down here with us. Get to volleyfest.com.au. Now while you're here tonight, our gold medal matches you will need tickets for, ladies and gentlemen. So make sure you buy your tickets tonight for the gold medal matches. They are selling fast. And we are counting down till game time, locked and loaded and ready to roll. Don't get too excited, cause that's all you'll get from me. Hey, yeah, I think you're cute, but really you should know. I just came to say hello. Manly Beach is so good. Can we do a little sound check of the crowd? If you're in the grandstands in VIP, can you clap your hands as one, Manly Beach? Clap your hands, clap your hands, clap your hands. Even the athletes can do it. I just came to say hello. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, the lights are on. The court is being groomed to perfection by our gun rake squad. Look at this magnificent volunteer machine. Can you give it up for our volunteers, Manly, please? They are beautiful. And I tell you what else is beautiful, Manly? Our officials, they're beautiful too. Can you give him a big, beautiful Saturday night special welcome? First referee from Australia, my friend, Mr. Kevin Blanton. And second referee also from Australia, please welcome Mr. Brendan Buckley.
and gentlemen, the athletes. The number 6 seeds, they're from Thailand. Can you give them a down under welcome? Please welcome to the court, Varapatson Radarong. And her wonderful partner, this is Tanarata Udamchavi.
Now,
The other side of the court, the number 3 seeded team from Japan. Can you please welcome Takimi Nishibori and her partner. Say hello to Sayaka Misawi.
well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the third quarterfinal at this Asian Beach Volleyball Championships. We have Thailand up against Japan, and a very special treat for you watching at home or wherever you're watching this tonight. Our special comments man, our commentator, keeping an eye on all of this for us, is the well-travelled, potential 2016 Olympian Casey Grice.
Thank you. Great to be here, and what an exciting night for beach volleyball. The Volley Fest, we're into the last 3 days of action, and we got 2 of the superior women's team in Asia, and also the world competing on centre court tonight. Yeah, very well hounded side out there. Good cut shot away from the defender. It's exactly what they'll be looking to do tonight. Put lots of pressure on Japan. They're probably the favoured team here, and after a fairly solid international season so far. Beautiful swing. Look, multi-phasing already. It's good to see this women's game already off to a good start. Lots of crosses to the net. 2 very good defensive teams. Not the biggest attacking sides, so you look for lots of long rallies and hustle around the court.
And Casey, have you played a lot under lights? What are some of the things you've got to take into account when you're playing these conditions?
Yeah, look, it's interesting. It's certainly different. You see none of them are wearing sunnies out there. Sometimes you see some sort of put on the night goggles. But look, all these teams, the Asian Tour, you play a lot under lights. And look, I think they're probably used to it. And it's a great atmosphere out here. And certainly I think looks like all 4 players are up for the battle.
It's really sort of small and private. It's just us here.
Whoa, and some heat there. I think everyone was looking for the shot. Nice angle swing, got up nice and high out of the sand, and I think should be looking to establish that hit as the game goes on.
Across their body, short into the sand. 3-7-2. Good joust to the net.
Nice winner there, clutch side out. Certainly you see that serve going down the middle of the court. It's we call it the 50-50 serve, and it's probably the simplest place to get it on court, but the most dangerous. So sort of both players need to make a call on who wants to pass it.
Another little knuckle over the top for Thailand.
Change of ends there, 3-4. Japan coming to probably the toughest side of the beach based on the conditions. I'd say the Thais go to into the wind, which is always a big benefit when on a beach volleyball court.
Get up there and get a Fritz Wiener on board. Go and see the crew up on the grass. Fritz Wieners for dinner. How fabulous.
Beautiful shot over the blockers area. There's not much you can do about that one, and Japan will be looking for plenty more side outs that way.
It's going to be her partner, John.
Great effort there from Japan in defence.
Thai look pretty solid early, putting together some good side outs. I think they're up for the battle tonight. It's an exciting game against Japan.
On their side, dig it all.
And just long. The wind seemed to push that one out. Certainly going across the right side of the court here. I think Japan will want to work some serves into that eye of the wind and make it difficult for Thailand to make some plays.
Off the ocean now, you want to think the VIP end of the beach is probably the better end to serve from. Into a bit of a breeze.
Dig. Wow, wow, wow. What a dig. I mean, she read the hitter pretty early. It started with a good serve, and to put it up on the 2-ball offense, it's really good play. The defense isn't ready, and look, they come away with the reward there. And another good serve, low over the net. Yeah, it's allowed in beach volleyball. You can hit the top of the tape, and if it dribbles over, that's your point. So I don't think she'll be too sorry about that one.
Would these girls know each other pretty well? Would they know their strengths and weaknesses of their opposition, I mean? Would they know who they should be serving to every time?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they've played on the Asian Tour for a long time. I've been around and seen them play. I mean, both of them have a lot of titles to their name. Japan this year actually won a medal on the World Tour in South Africa, an event I played in, and look, they're an exciting team, and when they're up and about, they're very experienced and well coached and well drilled. So I think they're one to watch this Asian Championships, let alone just the quarterfinal tonight. And there's that 2-ball offense again. Look, it looked a bit rushed, but again, the defense wasn't ready, and she hit it to a good area for the side out. Very nice.
So the change of ends now, players will change ends.
Changing ends, so Japan probably go to the favoured side now with a good 6-8 lead. I think it's a dangerous time for Thailand. They're going to have to make some big plays now.
So help out Spikey and make a bit of noise if you're enjoying all the action.
And another ace. There's that wind probably we talked about. If they can hit some good low over the net serves, aggressive into the forearms of the opposition, I think they'll come away with some good points.
Number 2, Zoe for Japan.
Oh, and another one. Momentum really on Japan's side here. I mean, you'd be looking for a timeout. Yep, and there it is. I think really important, really good timeout from Thailand. They're a bit under pressure, and they need to just go and have a chat about their game plan and reassess and come back better after the timeout. Japan will be looking to capitalise on the momentum. Certainly come out of the break aggressive with a good serve, I think.
So teams probably
Casey, I thought Nikki Laird and Maria Fay were very impressive tonight. I thought in their game against Bakara and Sarah Battagleen earlier this afternoon, they looked a little bit, I don't know, underdone, but tonight they really they're in some pretty good form.
Yeah, they tightened up a little bit from what I saw earlier. I just saw bits and pieces, but Australia v Australia, it's not anything you want. I mean, I've seen country quotas and played in them against my opposition and teammates. It's not a good thing to do, but look, they come out on top, and I think they're the better team. They're the best women's team in this event, and look, we're right behind them. They look bloody solid in that last game, and I think they're a huge threat in this Asian Championships. Oh, a good side out. I mean, you see the serve again, just breaking the pass of the Thai team. They'll be wanting to control that a little bit better moving forwards. Hopefully they can make a few defensive plays now and get back in the game. Fantastic multi-phase rally there. Japan just very experienced, especially once the rally occurs. You know, they've got great ball control, great skill, and they know where to place the ball in transition.
Great defense.
Good block.
Blocking from Japan.
Fantastic block, nice and early. I think when the Thai have a quick arm, you've got to get over that net nice and early and block that back into their court. fantastic play by Japan, really convincing lead at this point. As the serve goes long there. Interesting thing with Japan, Ross, is they're trying to qualify for this Olympics, but they've got the home Olympics next cycle. So, look, they'll be looking to build every game, every tournament they play, get bigger and stronger. It's a good thing knowing that you've got an Olympics coming up and that you're a home side getting the automatic qualification. But they don't want to just go and participate. They want to be a good threat come that Olympic Games and you know, like everyone, win a medal for their country. Oh, and there it is. The defender, she's a great player, lots of vision, and a bit of a cheap one there. I always hate them when they come over my head when I'm playing.
We've been having some fun down here. Thanks to Ben.
It's a good point you make about Tokyo hosting the 2020 Olympics. You'd be too young to remember, Casey, but the build-up to the Sydney Olympics and how all of a sudden athletes realised that they would not only get a chance or be guaranteed a spot at the Olympics, but also a chance to show in front of their home crowd what they can do. And I think it lifts everyone an extra level, and I think the Japanese will certainly be pretty focused on getting their best possible teams into the games, not only this year in Rio, but also in Tokyo. And of course, we've got the continental qualifiers coming up, Casey. I think we're going to have a very exciting announcement in the next week or so of where that's going to be hosted, but that's what it's all going to come down to for everyone, including yourself, about getting to Rio.
Yeah, big event. Obviously, I work in a great national team, a lot of good coaches and teammates. Look, we got 4 teams in this competition, all very strong, and look, it's a great environment to be in. It's a lot of pressure, but I think the Australian national team's really prepared for the battle that's ahead. And look, we're very keen to put our best on the court and see if it's good enough to take that event and then qualify a team for the Olympics.
You, of course, have been an absolute tart this year. You've been with a different partner just about every weekend. Here you were playing with young Zach Schubert, who I think impressed a lot of people and impressed you as well.
Yeah, great kid. He'd now be 20 or so years of age. I mean, he's an athletic kid. He's got a lot of potential. He's a good country boy as well, Ross, which is always nice. And he brings a lot of energy to court, as do I. And look, hopefully he takes a lot from this. And look, he's the future of the sport. I mean, he'll certainly be around for 3 or 4 cycles. And look, I'm a big fan of him. Got plenty of raps, and his playing partner Max normally as well, another good young guy. Look, it's a good future in beach volleyball, and the best thing we can do is keep putting a ball in kids' hands and trying to build the game from the grassroots up.
Pretty convincing lead. 2 sets.
Wow. Great hit. It's not easy to do, hit that ball down the line in transition like that. The wind's going across the court. She got up nice and high with her fast arm and put it down the line against a smaller dropping player. A really fantastic play there from Thailand. And needed to capitalise there, make Japan play another ball, but unfortunately couldn't get it into court, and Japan come at him again. 15-10 lead here.
And of course, the big team that's not here from Australia, of course, is Lou Borden and Taliqua Clancy. And of course, for those who don't know, Casey and Lou are getting married very soon, but I'm sure they're watching in from wherever they are at the moment. Casey, they must be absolutely stoked with the preparation they've had. A slow start at Rio. They were unlucky, I think, on a count back. They missed out on progressing, but really made up for it in Victoria last weekend.
Yeah, for sure. They made the final 4 there, and look, I'd say they're seated around the 5th or 6th mark for the Rio Olympics, and for them, look, they're pretty much in. It's about getting the best possible seed they can, and look, the great thing I love about that team and their coach Steve Tutton is the professionalism is always up at a high level. They treat every day like it's like they're playing at the Olympics, and that's why they're well prepared when they come under pressure. I mean, it's a great thing to have a good team leading the way and have so many good young juniors following them up. And look, the women's side of beach volleyball has always been strong, and it's as healthy as ever. I'm looking forward to the future. think Lou's actually watching at home. She's on a break this weekend, but it obviously keeps a close eye on all of the opposition, and she'd be probably scouting with a bit of pen and paper at the minute. She takes it pretty seriously, which is great. And a beautiful shot there. Good read, really good shot away from the defender. That's what it's about. And look, Thai girls might get a bit of momentum here. They got to get up and about, bring some energy to the court, and really fire up and put Japan under a bit of pressure.
I don't know how closely you follow the current rankings, but I know the team from Vanuatu are pretty close to qualifying on their own merit on the World Tour, and they're here, of course, and there are valuable points here up for grabs. Do you know if any other women who are playing, like the Japanese team, for example, are they in the mix to be in that top 15 come the cut-off date?
Look, Japan probably a bit too far at the moment. Thailand have always, they'll be preparing for this Continental Cup event in June. There'll certainly be a strong force with two solid teams, but Japan would probably be focused on the same event. Vanuatu, I think there's a chance, you know, they've proven, they've got results at World Champs, made a Final Four in an Open before. They're a really quality side, and I recommend everyone at home check out the stream for the next match. They're up, and they're a great team to watch. They hustle, and they've got lots of skills and ability. Actually coached once before by one of our women's coaches, the coach Nikki and Maria Fay. So look, Australia know this team really well, playing them on the Oceania tours, but also Asian tour. And look, they're a threat for Australia, and certainly a great opponent for us.
Yeah, we should mention, while Casey and I have been gas bagging here, the Japanese have really closed out this set, 2013 now, Casey, and they're looking pretty good, aren't they?
Yeah, pretty nice save there on the side out. I mean, when you're down, it's all about getting the momentum back on your side. It's hard to win a game of beach volleyball. It takes a lot of time, a lot of effort. We got the set point here as Thai serve. They'll be looking to make a point. Oh, and that's the closer of the first set. I think Thai need to go and catch back up and set up their game plan, come out a bit stronger in the second set. We certainly want a 3-setter, don't we, Ross?
We do. We got no one to go home to tonight, have we, mate? We can be here all night, can't we?
There's no better place, I think, in Sydney at the moment. It's beautiful down here. Great night. The weather's perfect. Recommend anyone watching at home, maybe in Manly, they get outside and walk down to the beach. It's top notch down here.
Pretty cool and exciting. It's the Mexican wave. Now I've got Damon here.
Away here in the second set. Good start for Thailand with a service error from Japan. They'll be looking to get some momentum back and push this to a deciding third set.
First point of the second set, 1-0.
Beautiful serve from Thailand. There it is. That's what they got to do. They got to come out, be aggressive, and break down the good quality skills of Japan and load them up. Time under tension, they'll be able to come out on top and put this into a third and deciding set. Dig. Another one. Here we go. Great drop off the net, just makes the dig overhand, then to put it back down the line. Not an easy thing to do, but good to see Thailand coming out aggressive here.
Get a few points on top of Japan before Japan start coming back.
lucky side out. I mean, I thought Thailand were going to get that one. It's they've come out strong in this set. They'll be looking to capitalise on this side out and then go back and put the pressure back on.
Nothing says Australian sport like a giant kangaroo in compressed air.
Out of there. Oh, just out. I reckon an inch or two in that shot, and they'll be looking to make this next side out. Japan certainly happy about it.
Japan coming back, 2 points, serving 3.
Serve. Oh, a great serve and a huge save from player number 2 there with the knuckle. Again on 2, it's such a threatening attack. Defence wasn't ready and she put in a good area of the court, which helps. Oh, and another error there. 5-2 end. They'll change ends and go to probably what is the tougher end of the court here, Thailand, but they seem to be up and about. A lot more energy this set. They'll be looking to keep that up and continue to put Japan under pressure. They need a big serve here.
Change ends every 7 points.
Oh, dig. Oh, yeah, she would have liked to do a bit more with that. I think they got to get that ball to the deep areas of the court, make Japan run it down. But look, it's not just about digging it; it's then turning it back, and they got to be prepared to win the multi-phase plays, the big rallies, and they're the ones that really set up this second set. Oh, and another miss serve from Japan. Probably feeling a bit more pressure here. They'll be looking to stabilise with a good side out. Hopefully Thailand can come out with a good aggressive serve and keep them under pressure.
The blue, Japan in the red. Thailand leading this set 6-3, but trailing the match 1 set to love down.
That's the attack Japan want. Off the top of the block. It's a good aggressive swing. Really hard to put that back in play. They'll be looking for more of that.
Well, did not see that coming.
Bang, that's the hit we want. That's what we like to see in the women's game. A bit more aggression. She's got a quick arm, this girl. She can get set on top of the net. Oh, it'd be good to see her go after a hit a little more. It's all or nothing. Single Olympia Ross, they got to start going after their game.
They're against the wall here. 3 points down. They need something good here on the side out.
Certainly, the Thais are showing a little bit of aggression, which is good. And I think, as you said, Casey, they had to come out and try something a little bit different. Throw the Japanese off their game a little bit, but at the moment it's working for them. But the Japanese are also making a few mistakes too, so I don't know whether they've switched off mentally or whether they're just finding this a bit more of a challenge now.
Yeah, you win a first set pretty easy. It's hard. You got to start again and reset and come out as if the match is just beginning. At the moment, Thailand have certainly done that. They've not let the first set phase, and they're coming out aggressive as we see another good shot. Perfect shot into that zone. For those watching that haven't seen a lot of volleyball, if you hit that ball anywhere near the sidelines, you're usually in a good position to get a winner or at least get it back for another transition. It's a great shot and good to see.
Thailand with a 3-point advantage, 8-7-5.
Another bit of aggression there. I think you've seen a lot of success. Really good at hitting the line. You see the women want to pull off the net there, and it's as an attacker, it's always good to find that dropper, hit it high and deep areas of the court, and make them make a good play off their hands. So far, we haven't seen a lot of success on the drop, and it's credit to the aggression of the attacker.
Japan lighting up the sands at the moment. 8-6 Thailand leading, but Japan serving.
Interesting serve, Japan. I've seen a couple of these kind of rainbows up in the air. I wouldn't mind that if I was siding out, I reckon. deal with that pretty aggressively. But no, I think they're just trying to change the tempo, and look, Thailand made easy work of that one. I think they'll probably have to start going the bullet serves again, I think.
It may well be. It doesn't seem that windy here, Casey, but looking up at the flags up there, I think the wind might be picking up. Maybe they think they can bring the wind in and make that a bit of an issue.
Yeah. They'll be one to, certainly the windier it gets. I mean, I don't think it favours any team here. They're both sort of smaller sides, I'd say. You would have seen Nikki before. She's a bit of a ruckman, so to speak, but I think these smaller players, the windier the conditions get, it won't faze them. They're pretty skillful and they've got great touch and vision, so looking forward to seeing how they go.
Absolutely magnetic. Such a pleasure to have these.
Now, you're going over to join the Asian Tour. Where's your next game, Case?
Yeah, for me, I'll hopefully get a few tour events underway before June. I certainly, first stop is back to Adelaide, where I'm based now. We've got a great training environment at the South Australian Sports Institute, and I'll be working with Craig Marshall and Andrew Schott, and the coaches of the men's national team, and getting involved with the guys that are also competing here at Asian Champs this week. It's been a good summer. The events are now over, our domestic stuff, so looking ahead to the future, and June's really what we're all focused on. Another shot there, just beautiful vision, straight over the block. And look, Japan are going to look to chase that down. There's a bit of a non-effort there, and look, it's a good sign for Thai when they're not chasing and trying to dig balls. They've got to make the court feel small for them. Oh, serve. Oh, we saw that serve move a little bit. Maybe you're right, Roscoe. I think it's the wind looks like it's picking up a little bit here. Certainly a bit of a changing factor in the game as we get a timeout from Japan. 12-8 down. Interesting choice of timeout. I mean, they'll come out and play a point, and then it'll be a technical timeout anyway. So I think they're just looking to make a side out and go into the break.
The other team gets momentum.
Pretty amazing thing, Ross, this having these international events at home. It's been a long time coming.
And the great news, actually, I'll just wait while this music's on and I'll come back and share my thoughts with you, Case. I was just going to say, Casey, that the great news is that this event, or International Beach Volleyball, is going to be here for another 2 years. The deal with the Manly Council and Volleyball Australia sees this event on for another 2 years, which I think is just fantastic for beach volleyball in Australia.
Yeah, it is. And being an Aussie athlete, I mean, the ability to be at home and play big events worth points and also some prize money is always a good help to the athletes. But the fact that you play in front of a home crowd, it's not something we get a lot, and to have I suppose the advantage on our side is a great feeling. It's fun to play in front of your home crowd, and look, I'm loving it this week. I was lucky enough to play national tour the week before, and the stadium's packed. People love the game. It's good to see. It's great for the growth of the sport as well.
We love you.
Yeah, a bit filthy with that, Japan, I reckon. She read her really well. She's come over to the ref. She's not too happy with that play there. Probably thought it was a fault with the knuckle. And look, I don't know what if she's got much of a leg to stand on with that one. It was a good side out, and they'd be probably disappointed they didn't dig it.
I think she's probably a little bit embarrassed, Casey, the way she ended up playing that. So now she's trying to make out that there was something going wrong somewhere. But we all saw what she did.
I know how that feels, Ross. Oh, beautiful shot. I think the Japan girls, I haven't seen them stop smiling yet. They seem to run around with a grin on their face. So they're obviously enjoying themselves, enjoying the centre court here in Manly Beach.
Not on this occasion.
Do you get big crowds at Asian beach events like this? Would they pack out a stadium normally?
Yeah, I had one of my favourite matches there. I played a final in Indonesia in Palembang with a great guy, Aaron Crook, a good mate of mine, a long-term partner that I had many years ago. And look, they fill it out. Everybody comes from everywhere, and look, it's great to see the sport so well known all over the globe. And an amazing swing there. They'll be looking for more of that from Japan. Great pass set. So they're just the clinical skills there, and look, it's really what makes the score tick over is those little things in between the big hits and the blocks. All right. I don't know what that hit was, but she's we call that in volleyball the scud. It's kind of got no spin, no direction. You just kind of give it something that goes anywhere. Hard to dig those ones.
Say a big good night, a good evening to our viewers in Japan. I know we've got some viewers watching us. Konnichiwa, and in Thailand as well. Sawadee krap to you. Watching tonight. We hope you're enjoying. We've got people from Poland. We've got people all over the world watching us tonight, Casey. So I hope you're enjoying watching beach volleyball at night time at Manly Beach in Sydney. If you've never been here, this is one of Australia's premier beaches, and it's in many ways it's the home of beach volleyball in Australia, and we're just so glad to be back here. And if you play beach volleyball, then you really got to get out here and give this a go, because you've got to put that on your bucket list, don't you, mate?
Yeah, definitely. Even if the volleyball's on or not, you know, you got great surf, really good beach culture here, and look, it's something that I think the Aussies are really proud of, and something that'll certainly continue from this summer to the next. It's a great place, and certainly a capital of Australia, and a must-see. We just change ends again there, and look, Japan will be looking to have a big end here. I mean, they're up the tough side of the beach for the viewers at home. Probably can't see the wind, but certainly got some wind at their back, and they will have to get this serve deep, I think, to put some pressure on Thailand.
Actually, if you just look up to the top of our screen, you can see the flags there flapping about. It's really picking up now, the wind. So we are in a stadium, though. There are stands on all sides, so that may act as a bit of a block for some as Thailand go just long. Of course, Japan won their first set. Thailand must win this set to stay in the match, and I tell you what, if they lose it, Casey, from here, I mean, in beach volleyball, 4 points should be enough for you to get home, shouldn't it?
Yeah, I think they'd certainly be feeling a bit nervy. Japan are a good team, great defensive team, but then with shots like that, you wouldn't know. It's a great offense there, a good knuckle to the back corner of the court, hard to stop for any team. Be looking for a good defensive play here. They seem to have a good system, and what they're doing is working, so they've got to keep it up. Perfect, there it is. You know, I think hard to not see this going to 3 sets now. A lot of momentum with the tie. Japan need to get together and keep bringing some energy to court if they're going to get back and take this in 3. Nice swing from there. Really good swing off the perfect set. Gonna have to probably pass a bit better, Japan. That'd be something they'd be talking about a lot, trying to get that past the middle of the court so they can run some good offense.
The first set, Thailand win this, we're going to go to 3 sets. The third set only to
Beach volleyball, obviously best of 3 sets. First 2 to 21. If we go to 3, playing to 15 points, but must win by 2.
Really solid.
Another good attack. I think they're going to have to try to change it up a bit, Japan. Maybe try the left side player. I know the right side is a bit smaller, but her arm's fast and she's hitting good areas at the moment.
They wasn't strong in the second set.
Great cut shot. I think that's the one. You saw the better pass. I think you should keep the ball in front of her. She's got the vision and can make some good attack.
You don't always need to go with the power, the finesse there as well, especially when these Japanese players are so well drilled.
So. Oh, there's an error. They stayed true. Good serve on the right side player there and under a bit of pressure. So they go to the good end with a 3-point deficit, 16-19. They'll be looking for a good serve into the eye of the wind, hopefully put some more pressure on Thailand and create another error. This is business end here, Ross. This is where they want to pull off their best quality serving. Not today. A bit long. Sort of wind seemed to carry that one out a bit, but they'll be looking to make a quick side out. Bit of momentum with Japan at the moment. Certainly important at this stage.
Thailand. Give them a slow hand clap.
It's probably your fault, Casey. You asked for a 3-setter, but I'm glad we are because this has been really a really entertaining set with Thailand stepping up. A point back there for Japan, but they've still got a lot of work to do. But I'm with you. I think if it does go to 3 sets, which it looks like it will, I'd still be backing Japan in just with their class and their experience. But we're going to a timeout. It's interesting, right on match point, and we'll see if they can come out and close this out before their timeout. Yeah.
You guys are great. Randy Stokos in the house, the legend of beach volleyball, cruising through the crowd. Do not make eye contact, folks. He will mesmerise you with those deep, deep blue eyes.
There we go. Set point for Thai here.
Set point.
Ooh, little error there. They got him. Great timeout.
18.
Thailand trying to call another timeout. I'm not sure that's allowed, but worth a try. Still got a couple of seconds on their side.
Remaining. Set point.
Oh, what a serve. Oh, there it is. Great rally. Not the prettiest point, but they grinded it through. Looking forward to the third set. Bring it on.
Oh, man, the beach is so awesome out there. We are going the distance. We are off to a third and deciding set. Now, thanks to our very good friends here at Benton Lingerie. We're having some fun down here with Bongo Cam. We want to see how you guys play the drums. If you can see yourself on the big screen, we're over here at this grandstand this time. Here we go, kids. If you can see yourself, that's it, little man. Get your mate to do it too. You look so good. Oh, doing a great job. Let's surf around this grandstand. Looking good. Thanks to Benton Lingerie.
National team. This will be over really quick, one way or the other. First point, Japan.
First point to Japan there. I think they'll be looking to come out and assert their game early and put Thailand back under pressure as they did in the first set. Best of 3 sets here, so they got 15 points and it's do or die. A lot of pressure out on centre court at the moment.
And in beach volleyball, Casey, of course, you don't get access to your coach, do you, in between sets, unlike some other sports? Is that a good thing or a bad thing, do you think? Sometimes you think, gee, I'd really like to get my coach's input now, or do you just think, thank God they can't talk to me right now?
Yeah, it depends how you're playing, I suppose. But no, it's true. It is really important. Like the strength of your team is so important, and Japan have been together a long time. They've got a great team chemistry. You see them now celebrating that point. Smiles on their faces. I think they're looking really good to take this third set. I'd back. Even when they don't have